After he back to Seoul, after he gets back or got back, you just need to add a word right there. And you said, I'm not an expertise, but you would say, I'm not an expert. Expertise is a noun as well, but that is the knowledge, the skills is the expertise. The person is the expert. And then you said 10 minutes by walk. There's many ways to say it, but by walk is probably not the best one. It's 10 minutes by foot. It's a 10-minute walk. It's 10 minutes walking. It's 10 minutes. Even it's 10 minutes by walking sounds better than by walk. There's many different ways to say it. And Ted, you said when you were talking you could get another dumb phone. So when you say it like that, it sounds like I already have a dumb phone and I'm getting another dumb phone. You could get another phone, one that is a dumb phone, or you could try getting a dumb phone instead. Trying to keep books instead of using smartphone, the word keep there was just a little bit out of place. When you say that, it almost sounds like you're trying to collect books, like you want to just keep them in your house and look fancy. You mean read books, right? Keep wasn't the word to use there. And you said I don't need wait for what I'm wondering. You would just add the word to wait. And you also said I don't need waste. I don't need to waste my time. So when you say I don't need to. Hyunsuk, you said I spend a lot of time to look Instagram. I would just change that. I spend a lot of time looking on Instagram. So take away to, add ing, and add the word on. Usually we say on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. Or looking at is also okay. And then just a couple small ones. I think it's very waste time. Oh, this is Hyunsuk. Sorry, I'm looking at him. Yeah, Hyunsuk. You said, I think it's very waste time. Usually we say, I think it's a big waste of time. That's a very common expression. I think it's a waste of time or a big waste of time. And it's very easily. It's very easily. You kind of have to choose. I can easily or it's easy to. One or the other. I can easily change this. It's easy to change this. And Won-gyu, you said, I do some investing in stocks. I would take out the word do. The verb can be invest. I invest a lot in stocks. I do a lot of investing. For some reason that sounds better than I do some investing. Particularly do some sounds a little bit strange. Maybe if you say I do a lot of investing, that might be okay. Or just use invest as the verb. And then just very small ones. Remember the articles. When I was teenager, I went to PC room. You need to say a teenager or the PC room. And then you said online game becoming popular. Maybe when online games were becoming popular. Yeah, just add a were or was there. Seijin, how we live each other. What were you talking about right there? How we live each other. I forget the topic that you were talking about. It was near the beginning. How we live each other.
About the family.
Yeah, visiting your family. To see how we live. To see how we live with each other. If you add the word with, it's okay. Or you could say something like to see how. I would maybe just drop each other. How we live. To see our everyday life. There's a couple different ways you could say it. I spend much of time on Instagram. Much of my time or most of the time either. If you want to say much of my time or I spend a lot of time. And then it gives me some refresh. I think you've said this one before. It gives me some refresh. Grammatically, you would say it gives me some refreshment, but we only usually really say refreshment when we're talking about like some snacks or drinks. It helps me relax, or you could say it refreshes my mind, maybe. It helps me relax, it refreshes my mind, it clears my mind. Expressions like that might better than give me some refresh. Refresh isn't something that you really have or give. I forget what you were talking about, just going on vacation or something like that. I think it was at the very beginning.
Okay.
Hein, you said need authorization by the government. Need authorization from the government. Works much better there. You said I'm not get married. You can just drop the word get. I'm not married. That's the easiest way. You can say I haven't gotten married or I didn't get married. Easiest and most common, I'm married. I'm not married. You said up our sound. I would definitely change that to raise our voice. And you said my Japanese people, maybe change people to friends. I have heard my Japanese people, but it's funny because it sounds like you're a star or a celebrity. My people, like that. I think you just mean friends, right? Or Japanese people that I know is okay. And G, when you were talking about the graph, you said average time spent a day. Just change to per. Sounds much better. Average time I spend a day, it sounds a little bit strange because it's 1 day per day. And I think you said newses, but news would never be plural. News. It would never be plural. And then it's not a mistake. You said working place. It might just sound a little bit better just to say workplace without the ing. That's not a big one though. Any questions?